Good afternoon. 55 pounds of lint. That's how much of the gunk ends up in the Carlsbad Caverns every year. And it's a big threat to the natural formations. News 13's Emily Younger explains how volunteers are now cleaning it up.
Kim, the group of volunteers call themselves the lint pickers. Their job to collect as much lint from the caverns as possible. And while it might sound silly, park officials say it works.
There's quite a bit.
From tweezers to paintbrushes, the lint pickers are cleaning up Carlsbad Caverns National Park, one dust bunny at a time.
A lot of times you get a lot of chuckles. What do you mean, picked lint?
Pat Joblinowski started the volunteer group in 1988.
And just announced that I was going to coordinate a group of people to come down to Carlsbad and pick lint.
And while it might sound odd, Joblinowski, who spent more than 8,000 hours lint picking, says it's a necessity.
Lint can actually cause damage to the formations.
If it's not cleaned up, officials say the dust and debris can eventually change and alter the cave's formations, even make them lose their natural color.
This is not something that's normal here.
So where does all the gunk come from? Nearly 400,000 people visit the park each year, and as they hike through the caves, they unintentionally leave a mess behind.
It's everything that we carry on our clothes that we don't even realize that we're carrying with us, and it just falls off.
Everything from dead skin cells to hair gets stuck in the cave's walls. Volunteers collected more than 50 pounds of lint from the park last week.
To collect 55 pounds of it is an enormous amount.
It was also an enormous feat. Joblinowski, who's retiring from picking, donated all of her tools to help the next generation of pickers.
This has just been a goal and a task, a loving task that I have performed for these 26 years just because I love that cavern.
The lint pickers spend a week at the caverns each year collecting the lint. Since the 1980s, they've uncovered nearly 500 pounds of it. Back to you.
Okay, thanks, Emily. Now, people from all over the country come to be part of the lint picking event. Anyone can be involved, but they do have to undergo special training to make sure they don't harm the formations. They even get to live temporarily at the national park during the annual cleanup.